Labeling and shelf life rules. So in previous sessions, like when we were talking about foodstuff exports to Australia, we went deep into labeling. Same when we were talking about Georgia too, we spoke about labeling. So labeling is really like a very important part of your foodstuff exporting. When you are exporting to other countries around the world, most especially, like I said in previous webinars, that when you are exporting to countries that do not speak English, English is not like their traditional language, is not like their mother tongue. Non-English speaking countries, the labeling is always very important. It is also important with English speaking country, but not like when they don't speak English at all. So one of the first thing you want to do is to make sure that the label is translated to the language that is being spoken by that country or in that country. The reason for this is that so that customs agents will be able to read what products you are actually shipping into their country. So when they see your label in English and they can't actually read English, but you've done a good job by translating whatever is on the label into Arabic already, they'll be able to read it and know that, oh, this is what this is saying, this is what that is saying. So you have to make sure that as there is a part for your label, labeled in English, there's another part where the label is written in Arabic. Very, very important. Okay, very important. So Arabic stickers are accepted and must be applied before export. You have to do this before your shipment leaves the shores of Nigeria. Sometimes there are some importers or buyers that will tell you not to worry about the labels, that they will do that over there. Yes, for some commodities or products that could work, but for foodstuffs, you have to do your labeling right from here. You have to do your labeling right from here. So what data are you supposed to put on your label? What is the content of your label? What are we expecting you to put there? Okay, product name is one, the name of the product, So for some products, you might not know the English name. So it could be that maybe what everyone calls the name of that product is something that is just traditional, like in a language in Nigeria, and you need the English name. If you can't get that English name, what you can do is to write a scientific name or a botanical name of the product. So that's something that can easily be known. So you need the product name, you need the ingredients in that product. Most especially if the product is something you produced or you manufactured yourself or you processed. If it's raw material, something you just bought at the market and all that, you just need to put a content, like a content of the product. What does the product contains in terms of nutrients, in terms of chemicals, in terms of ingredients and all that. So you have to write that out. And if that product has any allergen, if it has any allergens that maybe people could be allergic to, you have to also write that on your label. You need the net content, like the weight and of the product. And you also need the manufacturer detail and the importer detail. Okay, you need the manufacturer detail and importer detail. That also works. Then one thing you must never miss on your label when you are shipping to other countries is your manufacturing date and expiry date. Your manufacturing date and expiry date. These two are really crucial. Very crucial. There are some foodstuffs you might think maybe they don't have expiry, like Gary, for instance. It can just be there for even almost a year, and you think there is nothing wrong with it. But that doesn't matter when you are doing your shipment. So as you are packing your products, whether you are packing it inside the carton, inside cartons and all that, before sealing and all that, you have to make sure that on the label of the products inside that carton, you have a manufacturing and an expiry date. So if this is not on it, your product can be rejected at the port. Yes, it can be denied entry into that country. So the country of origin, that is Nigeria, where it's coming from, you also want to let it be known. I think when you actually put the manufacturer's detail, that should be like your company name, your company phone number, address, emails, and all that. So that should actually show that the product is a made in Nigeria product. You can also check out reference for labeling reference at the link below. Also, you can check for some labeling guides from there to help you to label your product or your commodity.